So I want to end on something right here, okay? I want to say something to everybody here in the camera. I want to talk about Owen Benjamin real quick, okay? Owen Benjamin has been attacking me on also. There's a video. I don't even know if it's his. Owen Benjamin destroys Sam Tripoli. Now, I didn't watch the video because I don't watch any of that shit. I don't need that in my life. But I've been told it wasn't as bad as the title makes it seem. And actually within there, Owen Benjamin says he would like to become friends again. I want to say something, Owen, and you Bears can run and go and tell anything you want to tell them. Okay? But Owen, I'm getting hit up by people that are very nervous about what's going on right now. They're very scared about where you are mentally. They say it's signs of bad things to come. So what I would like to do, because I know you got my number, or it's not hard to find, I'd like to talk. I want you to call me up. I want to talk about what's going on with you, because this is not the dude I know. This is not the dude I knew for 15 years in LA. I understand that you took a lane and you wanted to do this like Trump shit or Alex Jones stuff where you say outrageous stuff, but you ended up attacking all your friends and now you're painting yourself into a corner and people are fucking scared. So this guy on the videos is not the dude I know. I want to talk. I'm doing this. I want to talk to the guy that I was friends with forever, that we did each other videos, our shows, and all of our stuff. Because everyone's really scared about where this is ending. So you can light me up all you want, dog. You can. It doesn't matter to me. I block everybody. I don't need shit in my life. But if anybody wants you, anybody cares about Owen, have them get a hold of me. Don't email me. Don't do this. Don't text me. Call me the N-word and the F-word like you did last time on my flip phone. Okay? Call me. Talk to me. When we had a problem, when you got mad because I wouldn't defend you saying the M-word, and that's not what I said. I said, Owen's on his own track. He can do whatever he wants. If he's going to say the M-word, I'm not going to defend him on that. Okay? Do you understand it? Because I see that no different than Kathy Griffin holding up Donald Trump's head. You are doing something for a reaction. You got the reaction. All right? So you can do whatever you want. And that's what I said from the start, Owen. You can do whatever you want. But people are getting nervous. So I'm not happy that you're going after my friends about sexualities. I'm not happy that you're going after my friends about looks, people who loved you and you loved and worked with. Okay? But because of the dude I knew back in the day from upstate New York, who's my friend, who I love to put on shows, call me, dude. We can talk. Because I can't imagine what you're feeling right now. Because you paint yourself into a corner and it's got to be fucking lonely. Because I do this little thing and all I do is stick up for common sense and I fight hypocrisy. And sometimes I think I fucked myself because I'm never going to be on a TV show in this town. I really don't care anymore because I'm blessed I got through to the other side. Okay? But I can't imagine what you're feeling. Yes, there's some guys in New York who still like you and I get it. But man, all the people you came out with not being, why? Why live that life? Why put that energy out? Our lives are too short to put out bad energy. Okay? Call me. Let's talk. You know what everybody loves, Owen? A fucking comeback story. A comeback story. Everybody likes a comeback story. They want to fucking see you come back to the old guy. And it's going to take a lot of making amends. And you're going to have to go through it. But it's going to be a better place to be than this guy who's just shitting all over everybody, all of his peers. It's not a way to live life. This isn't boxing, man. This is groups rise. You have to work with others. I learned that a long time ago, watching my father, who I love to death, burn every bridge in his real estate business. Not work with anybody. It doesn't work. You need friends in this world. And I'm not saying you don't have any, but there's no reason to be going after old friends who knew you back in the day. So you can do whatever you want with this thing, and people can cut this up however they want to. This is an old friend trying to help a new friend to reach out because people are telling me they're worried about you. I haven't watched any of your videos. I don't know where you're at because I'm done with you. When you had your friends all attack me, your listeners all attack me, give me downvotes on my video, say fucking mean things to me, I'm done. But because the guy I used to love and who was an old friend of mine, and everybody's saying he's in bad places right now, and that's what they're saying to me, bud. Okay? Because if not, I would ignore you, dog. You're fucking Beetlejuice. Every time someone says your name, you show up and I got to deal with more shit. But because you're my old friend, I want to have a conversation because this can change. It's not who you are. So fucking get a hold of me. Call me. Let's talk. Let's start the process of getting Owen back to fucking being part of the community again. All right? So guys, I appreciate you guys listening to me. I appreciate you guys doing this. I wanted to complete that episode. It was a little janky in the first part. I'm trying my best.
So Sam Tripoli does a podcast called Tinfoil Hat. And he did some concerned trolling about me yesterday. Like a real big thing about it. And people have said, oh, don't bring attention to it. He's just trying to get more listeners. Guys, I recently downloaded Mein Kampf. It's like, check out the sources. I trust that the people in my life and the people that like me understand right, wrong, and can come to their own conclusions. Because when someone like Sam Tripoli says he's concerned about me, I'd like to talk about our lives and our differences and what I believe it means to be a man and why people actually will say these things. And they always want to have private conversations with me, but never public. Sam Tripoli, I want to like. I really do. He's a buffoon. He's funny to talk to because he's like, hey man, my name's Sam Tripoli. What's up, dude? You're from Cortland? I'm from Cortland, New York, dude. You're from Oswego? That's cool, man. Yeah, let's do comedy shows, right? But it's funny how when the party ends, people without any morality or anything good in their life and who are basically just filthy, they start falling apart. And I've watched wizards age and I've watched selfish people age, and it's so bad. And when you see it as clear as day. They might as well be a skeleton. And when you don't, you just want to huddle up, you know. And the reason that these people won't have me on, I'll get to Joe Rogan, I'll get to Bert Kreischer. Sam Tripoli condemned me 6 months ago for the song That Nigger Stole My Bike. And he was like, hey man, you know, I used to know Owen, but like, that's one line you can't cross. So anyway, the government's hiding aliens. It's like, would you like to debate me on censorship? Why is the N-word nigger and not necrophilia? Why is an N-word necrophilia? Imagine if you're a victim of necrophilia, right? I can argue these points all day long. That's why they concern troll me, because it works on dumb women, like beyond. They're like, I heard Sam, it didn't even sound bad. He's like worried about you. I'm like, why do people get to vote? And I'll talk about that too, about do I actually think women shouldn't be allowed to vote? I'll explain all of it. I'll hit the big questions people ask about me. It's a way to demean someone without having the balls to even take a shot because they can't win one goddamn argument. What would you like to talk about, Sam? Socialism? You leftist pussy? You don't trust the government, but you want to give all your money to the government and have universal health care? Okay. What else do you want to debate? I'm going to ask you, what do you think about abortion? This is the whole reason why Joe Rogan probably never had me on again, is because when he brought that crackhead on, who just was like, I love abortion, I'll kill babies all day. And I'm like, really? Like, I just was reacting like, this is crazy. And 1 ounce of truth in a room full of that crazy, like, demonic shit is terrifying to liars. So Sam Tripoli can't ever face me. That's why they always go, we should talk on the phone. Have you thought about calling him? I used to fall for that trick. I fell for it with Joe Rogan because I didn't understand liars to that level yet. I understand wizardry. But like, I couldn't imagine a man talking to another man on the phone and saying a bunch of stuff and not meaning anything or doing any of it. Like, I really thought we like made amends in certain ways and there was a big misunderstanding and all this shit. And he was just saying anything he could to get me to like him and just stop making fun of them. So the private call isn't happening with any of these people. I will do Rogan. I'll do Bert Kreischer. I'll do any of these podcasts. I'm dying to. People will be like, well, you won't even debate Jordan Peterson. I would do it. I could be right in the middle of making love to my beautiful wife, and I would stop, and the jizz would hurt my balls. And she would be like, baby, I need more of that sweet body. And I'd be like, you stop it. You wait for it. You sit there. I have to debate Jordan Peterson in front of people and just fucking humiliate him. They won't debate me. I'd look into the eyes of Joe Rogan, Sam Tripoli, Bert Kreischer, and say, do you guys believe in abortion? If so, why? Because the truth is a motherfucker. These men haven't even thought about it, guys. They want to just keep drugging and fucking and snorting and just having people worship them. I'd look in their eyes and say, why do you think abortion's okay? When? Is it when the heart starts beating? When they feel pain? When they can survive outside a womb? And I would say this on a podcast to these people. And they would say, but we're worried about you. And I'd be like, you let them kill millions of babies. I'm not saying to go into a place and do anything, but you can't even verbally back a baby? And you're worried about me? And you think you're a man? Admit Joe Rogan's 5'6". Admit Bert Kreischer is almost certainly a bisexual. You have two options. You can either lie and stay in Hollywood or tell the truth and get kicked out. Joe Rogan is a munchkin man. Abortion's wrong. Bert Kreischer loves cocks. And you're worried about me, Sam? You're pathetic. You're on a podcast about conspiracy theories and you're pro-big government. You think questioning the moon landing is stupid or something and that I can't say nigger? And then you're worried about me. Sam Tripoli ran a show called, what was it called? Sex and Comedy or some shit, porn comedy. And he'd have porn stars do stand-up because they need that much attention because most, if not all, female porn stars, a lot of male porn stars too, were abused as children, so they have a hole inside them where they constantly need validation and they want to relive their trauma. That'll help you stop jerking off to it. Understand that they're reliving trauma, right? So Sam puts them on stage, charges money for people to come watch the women that they've jerked off to fail at comedy. He's exploiting the exploited. And he's worried about me because I'm a little off the grid in the country raising a family. Sam, you profit on raped women. You're proud of it. You're proud of that. Don't worry about me. You and your buddy, Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan is proud of getting children to do hallucinogenic drugs because it opens their mind, man. Open to what? Vox Day had a great point on one of his things. He's like, open your mind to what? Why are people like Sam Tripoli, Joe Rogan, these people dangerous? Because they're pushing a culture that emasculates the men so that they just drop like flies. And this is one reason why Sam Tripoli and his elk think that they know me and shit. They're like, yo, we know you, Owen. This isn't the real Owen. And I was going through my head, like, have I been evil? Like, what are my vices? Like, what have they seen me do that makes them think that I'm one of them? I was very offended. I'm like, it must have been women. And then I'd be with a woman, and then she'd come back like a week later and like check out a show and just be like, hi. And it used to blow guys' minds. They'd be like, how the fuck do you do that? And I'm like, don't lie to them. Don't fuck vulnerable women. Honorable men that can get sex are the ones I trust. You know, that I'm like, oh, that person's not going to like rape my friend when she passes out. He gets it. Sam Tripoli looks to me like a rapist eyes. Like he's like, hey man, I just want to fuck and be inside somebody. Sneak, like, let's just have 20 beers and hang out. Sam Tripoli concern trolled me, talking about how he's worried about me. He won't have me on because I would annihilate him.